Hello, my name is Lyn Foster and I'm a candidate in the 2008 Colac Otway Shire Elections.
How often and for what do you use the Colac Library?
I use the Colac Library weekly, sometimes more. I go in and I borrow books, DVDs, and I sit quietly and discuss issues with friends in the library, also read the newspapers.
What are your thoughts on the location and access of the current Colac Library compared to the proposed joint use library?
The location of the current library is ideal. Public libraries should be close to the centre of town with easy access for all. This library is in that position. The library that is proposed is 1.7 kilometres out of town and is not accessible to a great number of people. They don't have cars, they will have to catch buses or taxis, and it is just a wrong location for a public library.
What are the financial implications of the joint use library to the ratepayers of Colac Otway Shire?
The financial implications to the Colac ratepayers are horrendous because this library will possibly fail. Therefore, an investment, or it can't be an investment, a gift to the Department of Education of $1.3 million plus ongoing cost and signing the ratepayers to a 30-year agreement is an absolute disgrace, and it should not happen. It is not wanted and it is not needed.
What are the issues that need to be considered about a joint use library since the general public is allowed on school property?
Parents send their children to school and expect them to be carefully and safely looked after. Children as young as 12 will be using this library and we don't know who will be entering the building. There could be people with restraint orders not able to mix with their children, but it also means that these people won't have access to a public library.
How will the Corangamite Library Corporation, who runs Colac Library along with 10 other libraries, integrate normal public service needs and delivery with the curriculum needs of Colac school children?
The Corangamite Regional Library Corporation, I'm afraid at the moment, I don't think know what will be happening regarding the mixture of books and how they will be placed. We have no idea what the council or the school have in mind.
What additional services not being provided by the current Colac Library will be included in the joint use facility?
In the new joint use library we will have tea making facilities, we will have a meeting room, we'll have a toy library. We will also have an executive suite for the principal, we will have staff meeting rooms, we will have a gallery similar to Colac.
The 70,000 books held for loan by the 3 Colac libraries, that's the 2 secondary and the 1 public library, will be reduced to 50,000 books in the joint use library. Do you think the book reduction will adversely affect library service?
Colac currently has 3 libraries which contain 70,000 books. This will be reduced to 50,000 books in the new joint use library. This is a 20,000 book reduction. This is not what we call progress.
Over 50% of joint use libraries have failed in Victoria. What do you suggest should be done if Colac does get a joint use library and it fails?
If the proposed joint use library at Colac Secondary College fails, the Colac ratepayers will be placed in a situation where they will have to have a public library placed back in the centre of town where they belong. Joint use libraries usually are in populations of 3,500 where they serve a purpose where no other library is available. It is joined with a school. Colac is not in that situation, and 84% of the recent poll of library users do not want it moved.
What's your vision of Colac's library for the future?
My vision of Colac Library for the future is to remain where it is. There is money available for a refurbishment, a modest refurbishment. We don't need to spend millions of dollars moving the library. There is space at the end of the library at the south end for a meeting room. There is room on the northern end for a covered area for people to sit outside. This is my vision, to retain the library where it is, accessible to all, and remain as a public library should be, centrally located.